With more than 1,400 recognized species, bats represent approximately 1/5 of all mammalian diversity. They occupy nearly every terrestrial niche on Earth, except for the extreme polar regions. Their global success is driven by a remarkable ability to exploit diverse habitats for roosting, foraging, and reproduction. But a bat's home is far more complex than a simple cave. To understand bats, we must understand the functional ecology of the roost. A roost is the most critical component of a bat's habitat, serving as a site for rest, digestion, and protection from predators. In fact, bats spend over half their lives in these shelters. They are categorized by season and reproductive status. Day roosts, secluded sites for protection during daylight hours. Maternity roosts, warm, stable environments where reproductive females gather to raise their pups. Hibernacula, cool, humid underground sites like caves or mines, where bats enter torpor to survive the winter. Night roosts, temporary stops between foraging bouts used for rest and energy conservation. Forests are the primary habitat for the majority of species worldwide. Since bats cannot construct nests, they rely on pre-existing gaps in trees, such as woodpecker holes and rot cavities. The Indiana bat, for example, selects large trees with exfoliating bark to roost between the bark and the trunk. In subterranean environments, bats seek thermal stability. Species like the Indiana bat require hibernation temperatures between 32 and 50 degrees Fahrenheit, with high humidity to prevent desiccation. Some caves, like Bracken Cave in Texas, house massive aggregations of 15 to 20 million Mexican free-tailed bats. In the tropics, bats have evolved unique ways to engineer their surroundings. Around 20 species, including the common tent-making bat, bite the midribs of large leaves so they collapse into a protective tent. Meanwhile, the Madagascar sucker-footed bat uses wet adhesion to roost head up on smooth surfaces. Their habitats also define their specialized hunting styles. Piscivorous bats. The greater bulldog bat uses echolocation to detect ripples on water to scoop up fish. Carnivorous predators. The spectral bat hunts birds, rodents, and even other bats. Nectar corridors. Migratory bats follow a nectar corridor of blooming cacti from Mexico to the U.S. Today, bats are adapting to urban environments, using bridges and warehouses as roosts. However, human-modified landscapes introduce sensory pollution and light barriers. Even artificial bat houses can become sarcophagi if placed in direct sun, reaching lethal temperatures. We must preserve these habitats. Insect-eating bats provide pest suppression, worth up to $53 billion annually to global agriculture. In the tropics, fruit-eating bats are responsible for up to 98% of reforestation in cleared areas. By protecting their homes, we are ultimately protecting our own.